myself. What the hell is this? Caretaker exploits 86-year-old woman in Doral. There's always some weird shit going in Doral, dude. Fucking A, bro. Están en todas partes, güey. Gang, what's up? So, I went bowling the other day with the crew that I'm supposed to be working with or whatever. The new company that's coming from Canada, and I literally have a fucking ice pack on my shit, dude, just because of the simple fact that this whole region is fucking killing me, dude. I have to literally completely bend at the knees to fucking get down. Everything hurts, dude. I'm fucking falling apart. I don't understand how I fucking fucked that up bowling, but story of my fucking life, dude. There's always an issue I have, bro. Always something, bro. Fuck. People out there 500 pounds eating McDonald's every day, and I'm fucking over here healthy as shit, working out all the time, and I'm always getting injured, hurt, or fucked, bro. Man, damn, I have a heart condition. Fucking a bunch of medication, fucking 16 times a day. I don't fucking understand, bro. Why did I get fucking cursed with this fucked up ass life? Got my little Sando, my Sandy. It's fucking 17 grams of protein. The bread is egg, so there's 2 carbs in this bitch. 17 grams of protein, and where are you? 3 grams of carbs. Remember, carbs are not the enemy. The way you cycle them into your diet and into your protocol, that's where the poison is. Remember, the poison is in the dose. It's very hard for something to kill you when it's at a minimal dose. So I always tell everybody, remember, the poison is in the dose. So depending on the consistency of what you're taking and how much you take of it is what can harm you. You know, obviously, take this much fentanyl, you're gonna die. But nobody ever died from eating too many carbs. And the reason I'm doing it is since I'm injured, I have a heart problem now. My workouts can't be as intense as far as the weightlifting, because every time I go to lift weight, I notice that my palpitations begin much more aggressive than they were before. And I get short of breath. You can see, I haven't smoked since. Let's see how long it's been since I smoked. It's been 11 days. So the last time when I went to the hospital, it was on the 18th. That was the day that I smoked the joint before I got on the train. I went to go see my mechanic in Boynton. That was on the 18th. I think that was the last time I was up there. 11 days, bro. I haven't smoked in 11 days. And I've been having these dreams that are so vivid, so fucking clear, that I kind of don't like them. Because I'm not going to sit here like some fucking sissy and say they're nightmares, but let's just say that they're not positive dreams, you know? There was one where it was me and a boy of mine. We did something not very well, not very positive. And we were sitting outside. We were walking up to a store where we knew that was the area where it happened. And turns out there was a cop outside. He walks up to both of us in my dream, and the cop says, "Hey, bro, listen, man, do you guys know where Blase Blah is?" Which is the person that's missing. And then the cop goes, and my boy said, "No, man, we don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude. Get the fuck out of here." And then the cop laughs and says, "Bro, listen, I got DNA and blood samples all over the place from you guys. You guys are fucked. I'm coming for you." I was like, "Oh, shit." And then, the cop looked familiar. The situation looked familiar. The store was familiar. So I woke up "Oh, they found out." So I just woke up scared as shit. So I'm starting to think that I smoked weed for so long so I can block my dreams out. But it was so real that it just fucking scared the fuck out of me. What was I gonna look for? Oh yeah, I was gonna look up Cialis, I guess. Let's see. Cialis is a vasodilator. It's kind of like Viagra. Men use it to get their dick hard, but people misconstrue what it actually does. It dilates the capillaries, the veins, the arteries, all that stuff. to promote blood flow, and it also helps with promoting nitric oxide production. So that also helps out with blood flow. So let's see, what the fuck is it? Man, fuck.
But overall, there seems to be a better safety profile for tadalafil, which is known as Cialis, when going to the gym. Now, typical dose for most people is going to be somewhere between 5 and 10 milligrams to be effective for pre-workouts and so on. But Will, he doesn't use the minimum of anything. He's going all in. He's going for the max dose, 20 milligrams. And so one of the key benefits of Cialis is ability to promote vasodilation.
Oh, come on, dude.
You guys want to know what's wrong with this creatine, this one, this one, this one, all of them.
Shut up.
This is when the veins can expand and get bigger. And so clearly, when they get bigger, you're going to see more blood flow. You're going to get that vascular look because the veins have actually gone bigger. And so here's what you need to know. By taking Cialis, it offers improved nutrient delivery to the muscles and enhances recovery post-workout. But is it natty? Well, as of right now, it's not banned by WADA. And so it's not banned by WADA. That means you can use it. You could go to the Olympics. You could take a...
People misconstrue what natty means, bro. Like, all right, if you really want to get into intricate detail about what the fuck natural is you work out, no supplements, no fucking protein powders, no fucking injectables, no peptides, no fucking enhancements, nothing. It's literally your exercise, your diet, and your lifestyle. That's it. That is what 100% natural is. You wake up in the morning and you pound a protein shake, and you go eat, and you inject the fucking peptide, and you go to the gym. You take some fucking Anadrol. You take a fucking test booster. That's not natural. Sorry to burst your bubble, dude, but like, no, there's no such thing as saying that, hey, I'm a natural bodybuilder, or I naturally... Natural means that you wake up in the morning, you fucking eat your fucking eggs, your fucking steak, you get the fuck to the gym, and then you go to work, you run your business, do whatever the fuck you gotta do, and then you fucking maybe have a second workout that day because since you're not enhanced and you're not on any supplements, you need to work out twice as much, twice as hard, and twice as consistent as the one who's taking all this bullshit. I'm not natural, obviously. You know, if I was on heavy steroids, I'd have a six-pack and I'd have a fucking humongous chest and all that shit, and I don't. Sure, I'm taking certain things. I'm taking testosterone because my shit got plummeted because of the fucking guy fucking was messing around with or whatever. He was using me like a fucking hamster. Fucking injected me on my first cycle with like 4 different injectable compounds, 3 different pills, twice a week with a syringe this big, you know, fucking thick as fuck. Come on, dude. Like that guy fucked my entire endocrine system up. So now the doctors told me that I have no choice but to be enhanced or to at least be on TRT. So natural means you wake up, you go, you eat some fucking fire ass quality source of protein, you get to the gym, you work out hard as fuck, you do your thing, and then you get out and you do the same thing over. You keep eating healthy, high protein, high fat, minimal carbs, but only carbs cycled in when you're working out, after your workouts, obviously. And that's what natural is. If you're taking things to modify your blood, to modify your testosterone output, to modify your energy, you're not natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, I even feel like if you use caffeine or any kind of stimulant as something to do like a pre-workout, that's not natural. If you were to really get down to the fucking real details of what natural is, you wake up, you go work out, that's natural. If you take a protein powder, that's not natural. You weren't born with that in you. You don't wake up in the morning and turn on the tap water and protein starts pulling out of the fucking sink, dude. No, bro. Come on. Get fucking real, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, people fucking butcher that word, dude. Oh, I'm natty. But you take 16 pills in the morning and then you go inject your ass cheek with some shit and then you inject your stomach with a peptide. That's not natural. Fuck, dude. It doesn't matter if it's testosterone. Testosterone is produced by the body. If you have to put it into a needle and buy it from the guy behind fucking your grocery store, you're not natural. Sorry, bro. Fuck. A lot of people are fucking really sensitive with this topic, dude. You are not natural. I don't care what you say. Peptides, sure, they're short chain amino acids, but guess what? You make those, but guess what? You don't make them specifically in that order. Like they're created in a lab. They get specific amino acids. They put them together by hand or by whatever the fuck they do in their lab. I'm not a fucking scientist. I don't know. But all I know is they're short chain amino acids that do not come naturally in the body. Some do, some don't. Sometimes your body stops producing a certain amino acid or a certain peptide. So you can get that and supplement into your cycle or whatever. But the point is, that's not natural. People are always like, oh yeah, I'm natty because I take protein and I don't inject nothing. You're taking protein, like in a powder. For one, it's like most of the time 30-20% effective. The efficacy behind a fucking protein powder shake, you know what they do? So this is how they trick you with the whole 30 grams of protein per scoop. Bullshit. You know why? Unless it's been third-party tested, it's not the efficacy is not going to be 100%. Why? Because all right, so what they do is they'll send it to a lab that they don't measure by protein molecules. They measure by amino acid content. Now, if you measure by amino acid content, you can have a bajillion amino acids in that powder, and it's going to rank high. It's going to give you a large number of protein because they think, oh, there's so many amino acids, it's got to be a high. They're going to calculate a high number of protein. No, that's not it. A protein is a complete protein. If it's coming from whey, it's got to be a complete protein. It has to have 9 essential amino acids. I can't remember the fucking 9 because they all sound weird as fuck. So the caffeine's smacking, dude. Like, it's fucking, I'm getting fucking mad and shit. So this Greg Doucette, this guy's a beast, bro. This guy competes. He races bicycles now, though. But he competes. He's really smart. He's very educated on the literature behind peptides, steroids, and bodybuilding, especially competing on stages. He's won, like, I think, 20 competitions. He's really smart. Great physique. Funny dude, too. He likes to call out other people that think they're influencers because they're 22 years old and they're on steroids. He likes to call other people out. So, like, I fuck with that because, like, Michael Hearn, he's one of the fucking legends, dude. Like, he fucking tells everybody, look, dude, if you're 20 years old and you're on steroids, you cannot give bodybuilding advice to a 35, 40-year-old who's been doing this for 15 years. They've been doing it since you were 5. Like, sit the fuck down somewhere and grab an iPad or something, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. People want to overcomplicate working out and fitness and health. It's all, it's all the basics, dude. Stick to the fucking basics, bro. Everything in bodybuilding is elementary. All these fucking sciences, you gotta, 1 rep. Okay, let me go home and rest. Bro, dude, what are you doing? You need to work to intensity to stimulate growth, bro. Like, you need to fucking push. If you're not sweating while you're doing weightlifting, you're not doing a damn thing. You don't only need to sweat in the sauna when you run or when you do the Stairmaster. You need to be sweating your ass off lifting weights. Straight up. If you're lifting weights and you're not sweating, you ain't doing a fuck thing, bro. You might as well just cancel your membership and go the fuck home and do Pilates or something, bro. Like, straight the fuck up. Because even if you do Pilates, you sweat. You know, if you do it reaching intensity, doing it to failure, pushing your body to its limits. Look at me. Every time I fucking push my body to my limits, I get hurt. But you know what? It's because I fucking have the balls to push myself. I take the risk. I get the results. I used to be a fat, chubby piece of shit. Not no more. Why? Because I take that risk. No risk, no reward. Simple as that. It's basics. Like I said, back to the basics, bro. So no, natural. No, if you're taking creatine comes in food, but at a very tiny dose. In order for you to get 5 grams of creatine, like in the little scoops that they give you, you need to eat a lot of food. I'm talking about a lot of it. You can look it up. There's only like 0.015, grams of creatine and like a fucking 12-ounce steak. It's ridiculous. I saw the numbers and that's not the numbers, but it's around that ballpark. It's fucking savage, dude. It's fucking wild as fuck, man. Like, it's not easy to get creatine through your diet. You can be consistent and you can have it implemented into your diet, but to get the amounts that you would get out of a supplement, this is why I'm saying that you cannot say you're natural if you're taking exogenous creatine or exogenous testosterone or exogenous peptides. Sure, they're natural compounds, but they're exogenous, meaning from outside of the body. They're being entered exogenously. You know what I'm saying? So, sorry, bro. Like, it's just facts, dude. Like, if you're taking 10, and also, people think 5 grams of creatine is a baseline. No, you're not doing shit with 5 grams of creatine. You need to do 10 to 30 grams of creatine daily. You can split that up. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people say, oh, but creatine makes you bloated. It gets you water retention. Well, obviously, like I said, you're not being natural. You're putting things in the body. If the body has an adverse reaction to something, it's because it's not fucking natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have let's say coffee, boom. It's 9:19 in the morning. This is my 3rd cup of coffee, right? And I had to slow down with the caffeine because of my heart condition. So this caffeine is not natural in the body, right? So it stimulates the brain, it blocks the adenosine receptors, and it creates this false image of having energy. It blocks the receptor where it shoots out the tired signals to your body. So with that being said, in a couple of hours, I'm going to be like, I'm going to be sluggish. I'm going to be tired. Why? Because it's not natural. if I were to like wake up in the morning and go walk in the grass and get some sun, I'll get natural energy. You know what I'm saying? And that'll last me all day long. And then eventually, if you follow the circadian rhythm, which the body's supposed to go with the circadian rhythm, when the sun comes up, your body's energized. When the sun goes down and you start to slowly move with the sun, you'll have more quality sleep because of the simple fact that you're waking up with the sun, the energy's out there. It's like the source of life, the sun. You wake up with the sun, you get out there, you touch the ground, you get sun on your skin, you sweat a little bit, you get some fucking minerals out of you, and then you remineralize salt, magnesium, potassium, stick it in your body, bam. Then you get the protein in, healthy fats, protein, meat, steak, fish, chicken, everything. So that's natural, right? So but creatine, a lot of people do only 5 grams. It's not optimal, man. That's like for maybe children or something, because children can take creatine. Yes, you can look it up. It's fucking perfectly safe. Now you can't take L-citrulline or any other L-celine or anything like that, because the amino acids might mess with their hormones, because they're in the process of like constructing their endocrine system, still developing, I guess. So I found out that it's not good for children up to a certain age to not take exogenous amino acids. But protein's fine, creatine's fine. The sun is like the heat. What the hell is that? Where the fuck these balloons coming from? What? Anyways, 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday. Why did I do 1, 2, 3 and the balloons started popping up? Whatever. That was fucking weird. Maybe it's telling me to shut the fuck up. So anyways, yeah, let me just shut the fuck up before these balloons come back, and let's see what Greg just has to say about being natural.
Drug test and you would pass. But should it be legal? Just because it's a performance enhancer, of which it is, does that mean it shouldn't be legal? Let's look at caffeine. Caffeine definitely improves performance. Is it banned by WADA? Well, it used to be banned by WADA 25 years ago, but right now it's not banned by WADA. Despite being a performance-enhancing drug, they said, the good kind of drug, the kind that lots of people sell and buy, it's in our coffees, and so let's make it legal. And so please remember that. They could decide one day, Cialis, it's banned. We don't like it anymore. But perhaps it's the good kind of drug that we like to use, and so it's legal.
Hopefully it doesn't feel like I'm bringing my own barbell to the gym, but apparently we're going to have a next level pump, and we might see veins that I've never seen before.
And so when you think of the word drug, anything technically kind of could be a drug. It's a man-made term to label something as doing something. But in reality, is it a drug? Is it not a drug? Well, it's all in the mind. For example, many people don't see alcohol as a drug. How could you not? It's because it's in liquid form and you drink it. If there was a pill, a tablet, and you swallowed it, and it made you feel like you're drunk, would you not call that a drug? Of course you would. But because we're drinking it and it's wine and you can swirl it around and sniff it, oh, it's not a drug, it's alcohol. This is bullshit.
Would it be considered natural?
No. This is why I love him, dude. He's fucking honest, super clear about everything. He has a very big point with that. If people got a marijuana pill and ate it and got high, they would call it a drug. So yeah, and that's why they label marijuana as a Schedule 1 drug or 2. I forgot which one it is. I think they lowered it to Schedule 1, but whatever. So then it's true, people drink alcohol and that's poison, dude. That's complete poison to the body. It turns into acetaldehyde, some shit like that. And that is what becomes poison, toxic to the liver. So let me go back once.
Oh, it's not a drug, it's alcohol. This is bullshit.
Would it be considered natural?
No, it is a synthetic drug that inhibits an enzyme that allows you to vasodilate in certain tissues.
Derek from More Plates, More Dates is saying, no, it shouldn't be considered natural. Think of what it does. You take, or you perhaps dissolve it under your tongue, and it causes your veins to expand. How can that not be labeled as a drug? How can that not be illegal? But yet it is. And so if you want to use Cialis here in sports competitions, feel free to use it.
We got our 2 10-milligram tablets. I actually have no idea what to expect. Let's just give it a shot.
What you notice is Will took 2 tablets and that means it's going to have to go through the liver. Now, had he have crushed the pills, put it under his tongue, absorbed it sublingually, it would absorb faster and give him even more benefit. And so when taking Cialis for most people, especially when you want it to work right now, much better to absorb under the tongue to bypass the liver. This increases bioavailability, and which also means you need to use less. And so instead of getting 2 10-milligram pills, you could perhaps get away with just 1, save on money, and have a better experience.
Sleep is the elixir of life.
Goodness, yeah. I can't get any of it, dude. Thanks for reminding me.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
The only thing that I'm feeling is that it feels a little bit harder to breathe.
There's the one thing right there. Okay, so with the fucking Cialis, I have tons of that shit. Ah, fuck. Holy shit, that hurt, dude. What the fuck, man? Ah, fuck that. This one? Yeah, boom, see? Oh, fuck, dude. My back is torn up, dude. Motherfucker, man. So, where is that? Right, somewhere around, I don't know, tadalafil. Tadalafil and oxytocin. Oxytocin is the love hormone, so it lets you relax and stuff. This tadalafil, 12 milligrams. I got it from a clinic that I was doing TRT with. That shit right there, since I have issues with my gut as well, I had diverticulitis for a while. Bro, that shit right there gives me the worst heartburn. I'm talking about, I'll take one of these, the 12 milligrams, and I'll have heartburn for hours. I'm talking about like unable to breathe, like just unbearable, whatchamacallit. Ah, fuck. I'll put this shit back on my ass, dude. Unbearable fucking heartburn. It's just horrible. That's why I stopped taking it. I used to take tadalafil and go to the gym, and I used to get fucking shredded, dude. My veins were coming out of my fucking ears, dude. I was so vascular with tadalafil, but when I would leave, forget about it. Especially since I drink a lot of coffee. The coffee's in there, it's acidic. Tadalafil causes heartburn. And then obviously, you got to have a lot of protein and stuff. So like having red meat, eggs, all those high fat meals, they don't help out with your gut. So, man, I gotta chill. So I used to take 20 milligrams of tadalafil as well. And fuck, that shit would make your dick rock hard for like 2 hours, dude. And I'll destroy my ex, dude. Like she'd fucking, she'd get upset at me and everything because it would hurt the next day. But I'm like, oh, fuck that, whatever. I pay for these pills. I'm gonna use them, dude. And I'm not stopping until my dick goes phew. So she used to tell me to hurry up and shit. That's how good these things were. But the heartburn that it comes with, when I would take the 20 milligram ones, boy, man, I would have heartburn for like 2-3 days straight. And it was just the worst experience ever. I hated it. I couldn't stand that shit. I have, look at this. Look at all this shit. I have this, and I have a whole other pack of these because I said, fuck that. I'm not taking that shit. And I used to only take half of one of these pills, which would be 6 milligrams. So, yeah, tread lightly. If you have a bad gut, your diet's very highly acidic, man, I would steer clear from that shit. It's bad. So let's get back to work. Oh, what did I do?
But it's not going to just suddenly get hard unless you want it to. It's the liver. And it causes. Oh, it's not a drug, it's alcohol.
That in certain tissues.
Derek from More Plates, More Dates is saying, no, it shouldn't be considered natural. Think of what it does. It's a pill that you take, or you perhaps dissolve it under your tongue, and it causes your veins to expand. How can that not be labeled as a drug? How can that not be illegal? But yet it is. And so, Cialis here in sports competitions, feel free to use it.
We got our 2 10 milligram tablets. I actually have no idea what to expect. Let's just give it a shot.
What you notice is Will took 2 tablets and he swallowed it. That means it's going to have to go through the liver. Now, had he have crushed the pills, put it under his tongue, absorbed it sublingually, it would absorb faster and give him even more benefit. And so when taking Cialis for most people, especially when you want it to work right now, much better to absorb under the tongue to bypass the liver. This increases bioavailability, and which also means you need to use less. And so instead of getting 2 10 milligram pills, you could perhaps get away with just 1, save on money, and have a better experience. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
The only thing that I'm feeling is that it feels a little bit harder to breathe. Ever since I took the pills, I've been thinking of my grandma. Probably for every set, I'm also going to be thinking of my grandma.
And so if every time I take a Cialis pill, I started thinking of my grandma, I also would find it hard to breathe. What did he say? Bro, you don't need to think of grandma just because you swallowed some Cialis. Listen, Cialis can help increase blood flow, but it's not going to just suddenly get hard unless you want it to. I'm speaking from experience. I don't need to think of grandma. Thank you, Grandma Josephine. Grandma Josephine responds with, no, thank you, Greg. Get me out of your mind. Stop doing that.
Typically for my second and third set, I would get a spotter, but I feel like today, I'm guaranteed to get it up.
Said every man ever before attempting a 1 rep max and tearing a pec.
Definitely feel like I'm able to connect and contract my muscles a whole lot better. Time for the pump reveal.
And so Will Tennyson, he's pulling a Sam Sulek. It's time for the pump reveal. And so, in my opinion, that's the real thing you're going to notice with Cialis. The pumps. The pumps are exquisite, especially at 20 milligrams. That, in fact, is a lot.
I have never had a chest pump like this in my entire life. The amount of blood that's in my chest, the amount of detail, like I have not seen this many striations.
Will Tennyson is giving it a higher rating than higher than last time. And just as much as your private member might even get harder than last time, harder than ever. And so for many people, yeah, this is amazing. But we got to talk about the negative. With anything that's amazing, there's oftentimes a negative.
I just feel really in the zone. And I think it's because I feel like I look really sick. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, damn. And it's just motivating me to push.
I think it's because Will realizes the next thing he's going to be